is going to be for my beautiful water signs. If you guys resonate with the video, like, share, and subscribe. If you guys want a personal reading, hit me up at jocelynlovely84@gmail. Okay, guys, today we're doing water signs, right? It's called Playing Big. Playing it big. We're using the Delusion Tarot today, and we might use another deck, okay? So we'll see. All right, we're starting off with the Eight of Wands here. Beautiful energy here. This Wands, it reminds me of the earthiness of it, the practicality of it, the stability of it, but nonetheless, the speed of this wand. It's moving fast, 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 fast. This is like an incoming wand energy. If it's not incoming, it's outgoing, but it's definitely picked up a lot of speed. Look at the difference between this beautiful color right here, right? And where it's going towards, right? You got this Ace of Cups right here. It's, with the yellow, it's opening up, right? It's almost as if your solar plexus is getting an enhancement. It's getting fixed. It's getting, what is that word? Unleashing more potential, right? Potential that you've never even been able to unleash before, right? But it brings about this confidence within you that you never thought you had. For some of you guys, this confidence that I'm speaking about isn't the one that, you use to, get what you want, or let's say the ego goes and does this, right? To exude a certain type of confidence. No, it's not that confidence. This is a confidence that comes from within. It's like somebody's birthright. I don't know. Some people just, when they're born, if you've come into like a different class system, right? A higher class system, you're just born with more confidence than other people, right? That's just how it is. You've already have the ability or have the birthright to certain, or access to certain things that other people cannot. So, but this is you. This is what I'm saying. This is an opportunity for you to be open to this new level of confidence that, again, you've never experienced before, and it's a little scary because it's going to separate you from the people you've grew up with, the people that you've been around your whole life. It's going to drive a little bit of a wedge there, okay? And that's just the truth. Especially if the persons that, or the people that you hang around haven't really worked hard to change the way you have. If they haven't, then they're the ones that are going to feel the most discomfort here. You and them, right? Between your relationships. So you're at a whole different level. You have the Wheel of Fortune coming on next. It's almost as if it's saying it's perfect timing, right? Because you may not be able to see what's up ahead. It does not matter if you're able to see what's up ahead. The divine knows what's up ahead, right? So if God knows what's up ahead, it's telling you right now, like, this is perfect timing. This level of confidence couldn't have come at a better time. And because it's here and now, remember, once you step into that type of confidence, it's going to be hard for you to stay where you're at now, right? So if it's a job that you're at that doesn't really resonate with you as a person, you gotta let that go, right? And just go somewhere else. Go find a place where you resonate with that. Go find a place where that level of confidence will be accepted, because not everybody is going to accept that confidence of yours. You need to go somewhere where there's a bigger things at stake. It's a bigger play. It's a bigger playing field, right? That's where you need to be, because if you stick around where you've been your whole life with that level of confidence, people are going to start becoming resentful of you, right? You're going to start becoming resentful of you because you haven't stepped up to your potential, All right, with the Wheel of Fortune, again, it's time, right? Everything's in your favor now. This is the time to step it up. Think of places that you resonate with, or places that you want to actually not just grow, right? But there's locations or places where you see yourself being able to help or add on to. And I feel like those are the places you will come up with during the next weeks, because you need to do this. This is not like, I'll give it some time and decide if I want to leave to another place. No. The more time you stay where you're at now, the more uncomfortable you're going to get. So this is the time to start preparing to transition elsewhere. The next card is the Empress. This is what I'm saying. You're a glow up. You're at a point in your life where it's time to move on. And with this Empress, it's almost as if some of you guys have, hi, hello. It's almost as if you guys have been just sitting there. And again, this reminds me of lack of confidence here. Maybe where you've been, you haven't been recognized, or you haven't been observed, or you haven't been appreciated. You haven't been appreciated at all, because I feel like these people underestimated you, or maybe you just underestimated your own potential here. But again, this is you rediscovering like who you really are, and coming out of that like little shell of yours, or just coming out of this phase of playing it small. You don't need to do that anymore. So you're here now, and you're opening yourself up to life in general, and just what life has to offer you guys. The next, oh, here too, it's almost as if you've never been seen before. You've never been seen before, now you're being seen. I am on my son's account, so I am subbed on my account. Okay, I see. All right, well, thank you for tuning in anyways. All right, so anyways, here we are. Again, rediscovering self. The next card is the Hierophant. Okay, it's like reaching a level that you've never been on before, and then you're about to go on a ride. This ride is about to be scary because it's so different. It's like you're up the, it's just so different from where you're at now. And I think you've been needing this for a very long time now. Maybe some of you guys have been bored where you've been. Again, not been appreciated for all the skills that you have to offer. But then again, it's not anybody else's fault. It's almost as if you, I don't want to say you did a disservice to yourself, but it's almost as if because you stuck around with people that, you know, really didn't expect much from you, again, you couldn't really blame them. Maybe you just didn't think you had much to offer, but now you do. You understand that you're here, and you understand that you're worth so much more. And it doesn't even matter if people validate it for you or not. It's you validating yourself by knowing that you belong somewhere else, that you could do better somewhere else. All right, the next card is the Four of Cups. Hi, nice to see you, nice to hear from you. All right, so this is you stepping it up, right? This is what I'm talking about. Your confidence level is jumping up through the roof, right? But it took time for you to get here. You're literally like upgrading and upgrading and upgrading to something higher, to a higher vibe. Also, it's like your self-esteem. Your self-esteem is growing along with it. And I feel like you guys are not underestimating yourselves anymore, right? You're not even if other people have, again, this has to do with you and knowing your own worth and what you bring to the table. You got the Devil next. Okay, this one did want to come out a while ago. All right, with this one, again, it's what I'm saying. Some of you guys have been tethered on to the past, or people, places, and things that you just know don't really, you're stuck with people that don't even really know you. It's sad to say, you're around people that don't really appreciate you, or that don't see your value or your worth. And you're stuck there. And you still want to be friends with these things because, again, it's a familial feeling, right? Some of you guys have had great friendships with these people. You've had great conversations with these people. You've had so much. You've learned so much with these people. However, they don't really see you for who you are. And they don't appreciate you if you were to ever step up and move on. Right? Because again, this signifies somebody not being able to change. It's being bounded and stuck to where you're at because it's safer. But here you are knowing that you can't stay stuck there anymore, even if it is for the people that you love and adore. You gotta move on. Okay, Three of Cups with the Five of Cups. Yeah. And some of you guys, it's painful to realize this because some of you guys, this is family members that you really love. These are people that you consider family. And it's like you know that at the end of the day, they would never respect you. They just wouldn't. They don't have it within them because they haven't done the growing themselves. They haven't done the work themselves to be able to appreciate you and the level of confidence that you're at now. They just wouldn't be able to. There's nothing wrong with these people. They love you, but they wouldn't know how, right? So I'm not blaming them. I'm just saying that this happens when some people do the work and some people don't. Okay? You have the Five of Cups. Some of you guys need to grieve this and understand that you're meant for more. You can be content here, stuck here, or you can reach for the stars. You could reach further, right? The potential for you to grow is limitless. You have just, it's almost as if it's saying, bro, you have somewhere to be right now. You have places to be that are going to take you so far in life. There's so many people you need to meet that are going to, you know, help you during your journey. But unfortunately, if you stay stuck where you're at, you're never going to be able to experience those things, right? So they're saying, like, really reconsider this because there's so much for you to learn elsewhere. Let's see what else. Should have closed the window, it's so loud. I don't know why people think that loud cars are attractive. That is not attractive at all. They're so loud and it just gets in the way. All right, you have the Knight of Swords with the Six of Pentacles. See what I'm saying? You have access, right? You have access to, hi, how are you? You have access to this pentacle, right? It's like it's the beginning of this pentacle coming in, right? But it's like, if you stay stuck where you're at, you won't be able to reach this new level, right? And whether you like it or not, because you've done enough growth, you're gonna get here anyways, but it's gonna feel really uncomfortable because you're still denying where you're supposed to be. You're holding yourself back from a place that you know you're meant to be. So that's why it's gonna be very uncomfortable for you guys. It's gonna happen regardless because again, you reach a frequency that is meant for you. So it's just better up here. All right, Knight of Swords with the Six of Pentacles. What else here? I'm also getting for some of you guys, you see how like, yes, this little flower grew and everything, but it's like there's so many other things that can grow, right? But not here. It's like it's all booked, it's all full. There's no more room left for you here. It's time to go elsewhere where there's enough space for you to discover and grow. It's a whole new level for you guys. How's everybody doing? I hope you guys are doing okay. Okay, what's next? All right, anybody celebrating any birthdays, anything like that this weekend? Grilling? Okay, let's see. You got the Queen of Wands energy. Okay. Yeah, so with the Queen of Wands, we talk about this person who goes out there and networks. This person networks their way into anything, into new opportunities, just new people. You surround yourself with something new, and it's not local, it's out there, right? It's somewhere outside of where you're usually staying at. And this is the energy that you're embracing or need to embrace so that you can surround yourself with people that will amaze you. They will definitely change your viewpoint. And then two, here, I'm getting the Fool with the Queen of Wands here. You see this? Again, it's like you're taking a look. This is your space already. Remember we talked about with this that it's already full. There's no more space for you to grow anything else, right? You're done here. You've already watered the plants here. You've already grown them. You've already fertilized them. You're done. It's time to step it up, right? It's time to jump over that cliff into something new. But again, some of you guys are terrified to do this. Why are you guys terrified to start something new? Is it because you feel that you're going to leave all the people you're around behind? I mean, that could be a possibility. Justice. Lady Justice. This is cool. Oh, I forgot about the King of Pentacles. This came out earlier. Okay. With Justice. Look at all the color coordination. It's awesome. Okay, so it's like it's time. Like the divine's pushing you and urging you, letting you know that it's time for something else. It's time to discover new territory. It's time to meet new people. It's time. There's people that you need to meet that are going to change your life. Right? There's projects you guys need to work on that are going to help a significant amount of people. Your skills and talents need to be utilized elsewhere at the moment, but they're not. That's not happening because you're where you're at. You're stuck where you're at. You're happy where you're at. Now again, it's free will. You can do whatever you want. You can stay where you're at and still help the people that need your help. Right? You're still being of service somewhere, but it's like your skills are needed elsewhere at the moment. With the King of Pentacles, right? It's a very nurturing coin here. You love to give. You love to give. You love to help. You're a very nurturing, helpful person, especially with the King of Pentacles energy, right? It's like if someone needs help, you point them to the right direction, but you give them the right guidance, right? A very valuable guidance. With the red, people seek your help too and knowledge because they know you're full of it. But then again, it's the question is, are you giving this knowledge to the right people, or are there better places to be where you can be of service and help others that really need your help? What if the people you're around, I'm not saying they're taking advantage, but what if they can help themselves? What if those people don't actually want the help that you're offering, right? Not saying that should discourage you. What I'm saying is, what if there are other people out there that you haven't met that will take your advice, are willing to grow with you, are willing to seek the guidance, and they're willing to for you to take them under your wing. So, let's see. It's only been 16 minutes. Did anybody get caught outside in the storm when it was raining? It was storming outside yesterday. I got a King of Wands. Okay. So remember earlier we had the Queen of Wands. Now we have the King of Wands that came out. Again, with the yellow. Remember we talked about confidence being unleashed. It's ready. It's ready. You cannot be detained. Your solar plexus cannot be detained anymore. And there's a lot of red and yellow here too, right? It's like it's time for you to step it up. It's time to go big or go home at this point. And some of you guys, again, I don't know what's the reason that's holding you back. I don't know if it's self-doubt or it's because you're leaving the people that you love behind, but it's like your soul's gonna keep nudging you to the point where your ego or your body's gonna get uncomfortable because you're being nudged in a certain direction and you're not heeding the call yet. I'm not saying you're not going to. What I'm saying is that it's going to keep getting uncomfortable until you do. You're at this point, the reason why it's going to get even more uncomfortable is because you've already done the soul calling. You've done enough work. So it's almost as if the divine is God. It has so much control. Because you're going down this specific path, it's almost as if it's going to be inevitable for you to keep going down the path. You can't run back at this point. It's too late. It's too late. You've already went down this path. You can't go back. You could try, but it's going to feel miserable and uncomfortable, right? And so it's going to feel like you have no breath or you can't breathe. That's how it's going to feel, right? But this is just your soul calling, which is why it's almost as if your higher self has a good, not a leash, but it has a good, it just holds, it can hold, it has a good hold on you. It has a hold on you, and I think that some of you guys underestimate how much of a hold your higher self has over you. Okay, what's next? Seven of Swords, Two of Swords. Okay. Here you are, breaking, it's almost mentally, right? You're struggling. You're struggling, but you still have the capacity to mentally break free from whatever these limitations are. You understand that you need to. You need to. Even though it's hard to see right now, even though you have lack of faith in yourself to be able to do this, you can. Once you cross over to whatever this new playing field is, it's like you'll be fine. You'll be home free. But right now, it's almost as if like you're fighting yourself. You're fighting to be free versus you're fighting to stay where you're at and you've always been, right? And so that's a huge push and pull, right? The shift is huge for you, and you're really struggling. You're extremely uncomfortable right now and don't even know why, right? Some of you guys, you'll catch yourself crying and then being angry and frustrated and running back to old, just things that don't really even serve you anymore. You're going back to things that bore you at this point. Maybe you just haven't wanted to admit it. With the Two of Swords, right? It's being stuck. You got a Seven of Swords and a Two of Swords. You're stuck here. You're trying to make the best of the situation you're in. I love that about you. You're just so... Y'all are the best. You guys are trying to make the best situation of where you're at, right? But it's like, you could do that. You can make the best out of wherever you're at. That's awesome. Those are amazing skills to have. But again, you clearly want to underestimate how much God has a hold on you and your life path, right? You guys underestimate how important your life path really is. Woo! Ooh, these cards fell. Anyways, the next card that comes out, well, that was here, is the World, right? It's like you're done. You're done sightseeing, you saw the world, you saw it all. You're seeing everything from a higher perspective and you understand it's time to move on. Time to move it the F on. Some of you guys again, need to grieve that. Maybe you need to cry. Because again, it's like every time you're done with the world, right, the Fool's journey, there's a part of you that has to let go, that you have to let go of, and that's really painful. Right? Because once you let go of this part of you that you're still holding onto or latching onto, not only are you free, right? You're free to pursue other endeavors, or you're more free to be more a more authentic version of yourself, but at the same time, it's like you have to grieve that, because you won't be using these skill sets, or you won't be acting the same as you were before. And so that's a huge transition. Some of you guys are terrified of the person. It's almost as if because you've been this person your whole life, or this version of yourself your whole life, you feel like you won't know what. You feel empty. You feel empty without this old way of being, right? The plain and safe way of being. You wouldn't know what to do without it. You'd feel alone. You'd feel burdened. You'd feel empty. You wouldn't even recognize who you're capable of being without all of these old coping mechanisms. Whether that's emotional, physical, mental, it doesn't matter. Also with the Blue, I feel like you guys are doing this or sacrificing the past for peace of mind. You guys need it. It's almost as if your peace of mind is worth more than all the people that have been in your life that maybe no longer resonate with you anymore. Right? Peace of mind is worth everything. The next two cards are the High Priestess and the Queen of Pentacles. This is beautiful. This is really beautiful, guys. With the red, right? It's a celebration. The Divine is celebrating you because they know how hard this journey is. They know how difficult how difficult the journey's been, but how you've been feeling when it comes to letting go of old ways of being. It's really painful, and they're celebrating you because they know the person that you truly are can be uncovered now. It can be unmasked now. You can actually get to see a version of yourself that maybe you used to be when you were a child, but just didn't get a chance to be that, right? Maybe you get to express yourself in ways that you've never had to before, or never had the ability to before, right? And so it's time. And it's too with the High Priestess, it's like a connection. With the Queen of Pentacles, it's a loving, more nurturing, feminine, gorgeous energy, more intuitive, right? Because you have the King of Pentacles, but with the Queen of Pentacles, she's a pragmatic giver. She's a lover. She cares about everybody, instilling values in the people she cares about, right? And being of service to others. Why is there an ice cream truck outside of the... Okay, anyways. So here you are, giving it all up, and discovering that, hey, this version of you is actually really pretty cool. This gentler version of you, really, really calm, really pretty, confident, but powerful, nonetheless powerful. So, and the last card is the Star. Here you are, really stepping into that power, right? Looking up to higher self and knowing that you're gonna go somewhere. That you're gonna enhance skills that maybe you've overlooked or maybe didn't deem necessary at the time, but will be in your future, in your very, very close future. This is gorgeous energy, guys. Wow. Yeah, with the Star. All this healing that needed to take place in order for you to get here was very painful. Again, very, very, very painful, but here you are. There's still light in the darkness, right? There's still light. There's still hope. There's still faith. And the last card is the Strength. But higher self always knew that you were the one that had the ability to do this. Every time you guys go through some type of healing, right? Or surrendering, right? And acceptance, it gets harder. It gets more difficult. Right? Because it's like it requires more of a sacrifice than it did the first time around, right? More parts of you are being changed and healed and reintegrated properly. And so it makes the soul it makes the body, right, very uncomfortable. But here you are still accepting that challenge and working with higher self and every part of yourself to make this transition as smooth as possible. And that's what makes you very powerful. It's like you understand the power of transitions. You understand the power of becoming and changing and healing. You understand this better than most people. And you still take the challenge to do that, even though some parts of you don't want to do that at all. But you still look forward to it because you understand that it's necessary. This growth and this change it's constant. It will always happen. But it is nonetheless necessary. And here you are ready to step into that. All right. Does anybody have any questions or any questions you guys want to ask? I don't mind answering them for free. Right here, right now. This is my Q&A session time, so let me know. Anybody? All right. Let's see. No? Okay. Let's see. Any final cards for you guys? Any final cards? Oh, dang, all my cards are falling today. All right, well, here, you got the Page of Swords with the Ten of Wands. In the night and in the day, you're consistently working. You're working really, really, really hard, okay? At nighttime, during your dreams, and uncovering the truth during the daytime. And you guys underestimate how much work you constantly do. Besides, working a regular job. Besides, cooking, cleaning, caring for, the people you love. You guys are doing the healing work. The spiritual healing work in the spiritual realm, right? The dream realm, and then the awakened state. Which is why it's so heavy, or you're feeling overburdened, or you're feeling exhausted more than usual. I gotta close that window. You're feeling exhausted more than usual, right? But again, it's like the answers are right behind this tower. There's light being shed. And the moon's still shining out here, so it's just saying that you're doing all the work. Alright, this is beautiful, by the way. These colors are beautiful because you have wands and the swords energy. Color and no color. Light and dark. All becoming one. Utilizing all the skills in your tool shed to make this work. While still doing the work that you have to do, right? Congratulations. Alright guys, I think that's all I have for you. I don't have anything else. I think that's it. Alright guys, thank you so much for meeting with me at this open hour. My water signs, you're doing an amazing job. Keep at it. Keep at it. And that's all I have for you guys. I love you. Bye.